We're going to look at the story of a serial predator, a sexual abuser who coercively controlled his victims. But Aaron Swan, who's from the Borders, is now behind bars because those victims joined forces to bring him to justice. Swan's disturbing pattern of behaviour and manipulation over 20 years has been detailed in a powerful BBC documentary by the women who lived with him and were abused by him. Our reporter Joanne Macaulay has been speaking to one of those victims, Robyn.
My first impressions of him, that he was really friendly. He was quite charming. I thought he was quite attractive. He just seemed really easy to get along with.
Robyn was just 18 and working in the Borders when she met Aaron Swan, who was in his 30s and living with his second wife Jenni and their children. Robyn and Swan started a relationship. Very soon she was pregnant and he was showing a different side.
His behaviour was incredibly controlling and abusive right from the start, but at the time I couldn't see that. Everything that he did was so calculated and so insidious. I never had keys to the house. I got a little bit of money that I would send straight to him, and that would sometimes leave me for the whole month with £50. It was complete isolation.
What Robyn didn't know at the time was that she was the latest in a series of Swan's victims. For years he'd groomed, coerced, abused and raped women. His first wife Natalie, who was just 17 when she met him, had tried to prosecute him for rape in 2006, but he was found not guilty. She tells the documentary she feared what he'd do next.
I felt just absolutely terrified about the fact that he would go on to harm more people.
Her fears were justified as he went on to find other victims, including Robyn. And it wasn't until 2021 that Swan's second wife, Jenni, finally reported him to the police for rape and domestic abuse, along with her friend Shannon, who Swan had also raped years before in their home. The case against Swan was finally building, and supporting it was Swan's first wife, Natalie.
I wanted to be able to help the women. I wanted them to have what I didn't have. This could have all been stopped 20 years ago.
Robyn was still reluctant to report Swan at this stage, but then she went on a course for victims of domestic abuse, devised by Natalie.
I'm the voice on all the videos. I wrote the Own My Life course after a decade working in the domestic abuse sector, but I want you to know that I wrote the course after having sat in a place similar to you.
Through this, Robyn found the strength to report Swan and seek justice for herself and the other women.
Actually hearing their experiences and hearing how they had felt about it, I didn't feel like I was crazy for thinking that the behaviour and the way he had treated me was so bad. It really validated and helped me to accept that that things were wrong.
He was convicted of raping Jenni, Shannon and Robyn, and also guilty of domestic abuse, including coercive and controlling behaviour. The women had successfully stopped this dangerous man and found a remarkable bond.
They're family. We're bonded over one of the most traumatic things, but we're going to be connected for life.
The documentary shows how the strength and solidarity of the women put an abuser behind bars, and the programme aims to shine a light on the realities of coercive control, as Robyn explains.
You know, if your partner is controlling who you talk to, if your partner is demanding to look at your phone, if your partner is demanding to know where you've spent your money or not letting you have money, if you have no support network around you, these are all signs that something may not be right in your relationship.
Swan is still in prison and will remain there until he is deemed safe for release, and he was given an order for lifelong restriction.
I wish nothing good for that man. He is exactly where he needs to be, and he's alone, and I'm glad he's alone. He deserves nothing good.
And you can see the documentary Lover, Liar, Predator tonight, 9 o'clock on BBC Two, and it's on BBC iPlayer right now. And if you've been affected by the issues raised there, details of organisations offering support are on the BBC Action Line website.